G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
Different chairs this week.
We are. We've actually moved offices. Well, moved studios, should we say.
Moved studios, moved offices. If you're sending us wine, make sure you know the new address. Contact us if you don't know.
Yes, no, we'll be sending out an email to let everyone know, but yes, we have moved up the road.
Yes, we certainly have. But one thing that hasn't changed, we talk about wine each week.
Right.
So
and some good wines too.
And some good wines, yeah. Let's talk about a Shardy. That's one thing that changes occasionally. Sometimes we do talk about something other than Riesling. Right now we're going to talk about the Oakridge over-the-shoulder Chardonnay. Now, the very top end of the Chardonnay stable from Oakridge out in the Yarra Valley gets a fair bit of press.
Everyone, well, all the wine scribes are falling over themselves, loving it.
That's right. They cannot get enough of it, and Oakridge cannot produce enough of it. So if you see one, well, why not grab one? But they are a little bit rarer, so something that you will see a little bit more often, the over-the-shoulder. And beautiful. Once again, really aimed at fruit, not aimed at only oak and malolactic fermentation and all these other wanky words that we talk about. This is aimed at fruit. Yes, there's a little bit of winemaking intervention in there, but it's not overdone. It really is about letting the quality of the fruit from the cooler parts of the Yarra Valley show themselves out, and that a ripper under $20 get into the Oakridge.
Yeah, it is really good priced Yarra Valley Chardonnay. So. Now, we're going to stick in the Yarra Valley and we're going to do a Cabernet. Now, this one I had a couple of weeks ago and it really opened my eyes because Mac Forbes, most people would know him for his work with Pinot Noir. Now, this Cabernet, the first glass I had, I thought, this is a Pinot lover's Cabernet because, look, it's got very varietal Cabernet flavours. So if you do like your Cabernet, this will suit you as well. But it is a little bit lighter in terms of on the fruit weight on the palate. So it's not a big, dense, heavy wine in the style of, say, your top-end Coonawarra or even Margaret River Cabernets. But this is more of an elegant style, and it's a little bit lighter. And from that end, it matches up really well with the sort of the floral characteristics that you can get out of Cabernet sometimes when it's made in the cool climate. And so lovely fruit characters here, but a little bit lighter and really good price as well. Mac Forbes brings this one in at the mid-20s. So if you're looking for something that might be a little bit lighter than your average Cabernet, if you do love your Pinot and you want to give Cabernet another go, then maybe this is your entry point because it's a really interesting style.
Lighter seems to be a bit of a theme with Mac Forbes with us. We did his Pinot a while back and I said to people, don't be frightened of it when you open it up, pour it in the bottle because it almost looks like a blush rosé.
Yeah.
You know, the entry-level Pinot. Great stuff. Wonderful winemaking. Now, speaking of something that looks a little bit like a rosé, this is a Chambers Muscat. Now, you all know, those of you who've been watching the show for a little bit of time, that I love my Rutherglen stickies. Absolutely adore them. But look, it's been a oversight of us not to talk about Chambers up till now. We talk about Morris and Bullers and a bunch of guys around the area, Stanton, Clean, All Saints, but I haven't done anything from Chambers. Now, Chambers, funky little cellar door up in Rutherglen, old style, some little dolls in the display boxes around the cellar door there. And a million things on tasting, but what they do the best is definitely the stickies. Muscats, Tokais, gorgeous. This is just the entry number, $20 odd, and look, it shows what quality the Chambers Roseworthy vineyards up there in Rutherglen are capable of. Their top-end stuff is to die for, without a doubt. But if you haven't got $80 odd a bottle for something to warm the cockles of your heart as the winter months approaches, then rip into one of these because it is beautiful for, as I say, bugger all money. So look for them. Chambers, don't just think of the bigger names, even though these guys are a big name. Get into one of those.
Yes, cooler nights, Muscat, love it.
Love them. Anyhow, that's it for this week on Wine Week. We'll see you all again next week.
See you next week.